Hey you guys, I just wanted to hop on quick and share something with you that's been on my heart lately. So I did a live video two times actually on two different topics, and I thought they would go really well with this challenge group, so I wanted to mention them to you guys. And I'm reading a book right now called Girl Wash Your Face. It's by Rachel Hollis, and I would highly recommend it to all of you. It is awesome. I was recommended by one of the coaches that is on our team, and I feel like she is speaking to me, and she is super funny and super motivational. I'm currently doing the Audible version, so if you don't know what that is, I subscribe to Amazon Audibles. I don't have a whole lot of time to read, so I would encourage you, if you don't have a lot of time to read either, this is how I get my personal development in, and it has made a huge difference. I was an avid Nicholas Sparks reader up until college, and I really haven't had time to read recently, or since college, but since I started coaching, that all changed. One of our vital behaviors as coaches is to do personal development. And I started reading all sorts of different self-help books, personal development books that I really wouldn't probably have picked up if, this opportunity hadn't come into my life. And I encourage you to do the same thing too. Even if it doesn't really speak to you, I know you're probably struggling with something right now. All of us are, right? So whatever that may be for you, I'm sure there's a topic on there for it. So I would encourage each of you to reach out to me and let me know kind of what you're struggling with, or maybe, some of the best books off the top of my head, Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect. Amazing book. Everybody who is alive should read that book. The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. Great book. It teaches you how to develop a morning routine that is doable for you, and he goes through the whole different, what all is involved with the morning routine and how you can do it in as little as 5 minutes, or you can take a whole hour if you want. Most of us don't have a whole hour, but a lot of the things in there can really help to propel you forward to reach your goals that much faster. Mel Robbins, she's amazing. Guys, if you don't know who I'm talking about, you need to look her up. She has a ton of stuff on YouTube, but she did a book called The 5-Second Rule, and it was a book that helped her to quit her habit of hitting the snooze button, which I admit, I do that. I need to be better at that. And this book really helped me to realize actually the neuroscience behind why we hit the snooze button and how it can actually be detrimental to us. So I would encourage you to read that. It's basically like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And then you just do what you were thinking of doing, because if you stop and think about it for more than 5 seconds, your brain is probably going to cause you to hesitate and do all sorts of different things that will cause you not to do what you wanted to do in the first place. So it's just a great book for that. Ton of other amazing things. Joel Osteen has a book on, oh my gosh, what's it called? The Power of I Am. That's a really awesome one too. But I want to get into the meat of what I really want to talk to you guys about. So this book by Rachel Hollis is called Girl Wash Your Face. And she said the other day, she was talking about why people continuously quit on themselves. So this is a huge topic when it comes to our challenge groups, because I see time and time again, people are really excited to get going with our groups, and they're in it for a week, and then they fall off the wagon, and I'm wondering where they went. And I try to check in with you guys on a weekly basis, which I will be doing tonight. But I just wanted to to relate to you that this is normal. A lot of us go through this, and there's actually kind of a science behind it, why we quit on ourselves. So basically she was saying our bodies are only going to do what they've been trained to do in the past. So for example, if you set out to run 30 miles in a day, but you've only ever run 4 miles without totally petering out and tiring out, then you're probably going to tire out around 4 miles. So the same thing goes with our minds. If we have only pushed ourselves so far, only done certain things, and have been afraid to go beyond that point in the past, then our kind of subconscious is trained to just go to that one point and then stop, and then not go any further, not push ourselves any further into the unknown, because the unknown is scary. Our brains work on a caveman type mindset, and they're fear is scary, the unknown is scary, it's fearful, let's not do that because we want to survive. So that is kind of how our brain works. It's very primitive, but it kind of really can help, like, it kind of really can be a detriment to us when we want to reach those goals, right? Because we're afraid to go beyond our comfort zone because it's uncomfortable. That's, why they call it the comfort zone, because it's comfortable. We know it's there. We're afraid to go beyond that. So she suggested, and what I try to tell you guys in this challenge group too, in little ways, is start with one goal. Start with one goal. So hers was, she gave up Diet Coke for an entire month. And that was a huge deal for her. That might not be a huge deal for you, but it was a huge deal for her. By the end of the month, she realized that she really didn't even crave it anymore. Like, she said she was so addicted to Diet Coke that she would think about it every day and spend hours, almost, deciding, like, was she gonna have it for a snack? Was she gonna save it for a dessert after dinner? Was she gonna have it with dinner because it would go well with dinner? So, like, she was that addicted to it, she thought about it often. So it was a big deal for her. So what I want you to do is pick something that you're struggling with, or is a big deal for you, and I want you to focus on that one thing, and I want you to focus on getting better at that one thing. If you try to do it all at once, it becomes overwhelming and you just quit because you feel like you can't do it. But if you focus on one thing and you take baby steps, and but willpower is like a muscle, right? Autumn Calabrese, a lot of us are doing 80-day obsession, and she said the other day, willpower is like a muscle. It's like if you wake up in the morning, it's easy to start thinking, oh yes, I'm gonna eat clean today, I'm gonna work out, and it's gonna be great. But by dinner time, you're like, oh my gosh, I need a cookie. But it's kind of the same thing. Like, if you wake up in the morning and start curling 5 pounds, 5 pounds is really, it's not that bad. But if you're curling that all day long, by dinner time, your muscle is gonna be shot. You're not going to be able to do that any longer. So you just need to keep going, and eventually your muscle is going to get stronger. Now, I wouldn't encourage you to curl 5 pounds all day long. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is willpower is a muscle. So if you work on that one thing that you're trying to, work on, and you get better at that one thing, that's going to build your willpower. That's going to build your confidence and help you to go on to that next thing. So guys, this is not going to happen overnight. Things like your health, your fitness, you're not going to lose 20 pounds overnight. You're not going to gain that bikini body overnight. It's going to take time. That's a healthy way to do it. But by doing things one thing at a time, that's going to help you build the confidence to be able to eventually do more things and help to develop your healthy habits and help you stick to them, really. Because the reason we quit is because we get overwhelmed with everything we feel like we need to do, right? So that's all I wanted to say for today in regards to that. The other video I did on Rachel Hollis was another chapter in this amazing book, and it kind of ties into this too. So, a lot of us have a goal. I always encourage you to, talk about your why. Why are you in this group? And I want you to write that down, and I want you to have it on a sticky note and put it on your mirror, or somewhere where you're going to see it every day to remind you why you're here. And it kind of goes hand in hand with your dreams. So, like, your goals and your dreams are a big deal to you, and I want you to, make sure those are, front and center of your life, and to kind of focus on those, and developing healthy habits like you're doing in this challenge group, what you're doing now can definitely be a part of that and help you to propel you forward into developing even healthier habits in the future, and better strategies, and helping you to help in other aspects of your life too, not just health and fitness, but helping you to be more confident in your work life, in your social life, in your whatever it may be for you. So your goals and dreams are super important, and what she really said that stuck out to me was that no one else gets to decide how big your dreams can be. So as a coach, that stuck out to me because obviously no one goes to school to be a Beachbody coach. So there's times when, people are like, what does that even mean? What do you do? Is that even a thing? And I don't want people to, talk to you guys like that, or have you have a dream and have someone just, kind of dismiss it or not acknowledge it. Or I don't want you to think that because you're in this group, it doesn't count for something, right? I want you to really be able to stick behind your dreams and goals, and they are your dreams and goals for a reason. Someone else may have different dreams and goals, and they may not know, or they may not, know about yours, and obviously your dreams are not theirs, so they don't maybe care about yours quite as much because they're not their dreams. So I want you guys to focus on, your dreams and goals, and just know that no one else gets to decide what your dreams and goals are or how important they are. Okay, so I know that was a little bit of a rabbit trail there, but I wanted to throw that in there too. And Rachel Hollis describes it much more eloquently in her book, so I would encourage you to go read that. And I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And this is like our last week of this challenge, guys, so I'm super pumped. Make sure to keep checking in. I know some of you have kind of fallen off a little bit, so I'm gonna check and make sure everything is okay, but I hope all is well, and hope you have a great rest of your night. All right, guys, bye-bye.